Story time with Mr. Burnett is bound to be something that you won't forget too soon.
Hey kids, welcome back. The book that we have to read today is called Dear Rebecca, Winter is Here by Jean Craighead George. And we'll begin this program after a word from our sponsors. Today's story time is brought to you by the two maple trees outside the library windows. It is autumn. Enjoy the turning colors, the beautiful fiery orange that the maple trees will turn this autumn. Dear Rebecca, Winter is Here by Jean Craighead George, pictures by Loretta Krupinski. Author's note. The Earth revolves around the Sun spinning on its axis, which is tilted 23.5 degrees away from perpendicular. When its north pole is inclined as far toward the Sun as it can be, the summer solstice occurs in the northern hemisphere. This happens about June 21st, and it is the longest day of the year. After June 21st, the days get shorter until the North Pole is tilted away from the Sun about December 21st. This is the winter solstice. Day and night are of equal length at the spring and autumn equinoxes. These occur around March 21st and September 21st. The solstices mark the big changes in the light, and life on Earth responds to these changes. In December, plants and animals get ready to breed or flower because of the lengthening minutes of daylight. In June, the light decreases and plants and animals prepare for rest and dormancy. Jean Craighead George. We talk about this all the time. People say, why do we have seasons? And the simple answer is because the Earth is tilted. And as it travels around the Sun, sometimes the part of it that we're on is tilted away from the Sun. Sometimes it's tilted toward the Sun. That's why. December 21st. Dear Rebecca, I turned on the lights to eat breakfast this morning and put on my coat to go outside. Winter is here. It was brought by little hands of darkness. Each little hand is a few minutes long. In summer, they began bringing winter. They pulled the night over the edges of the dawn and dusk and made the days shorter. On June 21st, while you were cooling off under the hose, winter began. The little hands cut off the warm sunlight, and the northern half of the earth grew cold. The cold ground cooled the air until you and I breathed tiny crystals of ice. Winter is here, we say. It is here, but you can't touch it or serve it snacks. You can't read it a book or make it do anything. But it makes us do all sorts of things. I turn on my lights. You put your mittens on. The birds fly to the sunny underside of the earth. The streams stop flowing and turn to ice. The rain clouds of summer become the snow clouds of winter. the groundhogs and bears go to sleep. The frogs and turtles cuddle down in the mud below the frost line. The squirrels insulate their homes with dry leaves. The flowers die and form winter-proof seeds. With the flowers gone, the bees stay home and eat honey. The wolves leave their cramped nursery dens and run free on the wild ridges. Otters make slides in the snow. Mice make snow tracks. Snowbirds leave the blizzard-bound mountains and come to your yard. They make tiny angel wings when they fly. You flop and make angel wings. I light the fire in my fireplace. You sing jolly songs with your friends, and while you are singing, summer begins. On the 22nd of December, little hands of light begin to push back the edges of darkness, minute by minute. Before very long, you will take off your shoes and jump over bluebells. I will eat my breakfast outdoors in the sunshine. The birds will return as the days grow longer. The frogs and turtles will come out of the warm mud, and the next thing you know, I'll be writing, "Dear Rebecca, summer is here." I have to say, this book, even as an adult, has given me a different understanding of the seasons. I used to think of it as though we went from the warm season to the cool or cold season around late summer turning into fall. And I used to think about spring, the end of winter and beginning of spring is turning from cool weather back to warm weather. But what Jean Craighead George has pointed out, I don't know why I didn't really think about it before, is that really the first day of winter is the shortest day, sunlight day of the year, and after that the days are lengthening. So the first day of winter, we're actually already turning and heading back towards summer. And on the first day of summer, it's the longest day, sunlight day of the year, we're actually turning and heading back toward winter. So the Earth is really always going back and forth between summer and winter, and in between spring and fall are just kind of these things that are stuck in there. They're just kind of midpoints along the way, literally daylight midpoints if you're in one of the places that gets equal amount of sunlight. We're close. It's not exactly 12 hours of sunlight on those days, but I just think that's kind of an interesting way to view the seasons. We're always either marching toward winter or marching toward summer. It just happens very slowly. So very interesting way to think about the seasons. I hope you enjoyed this simple but profound book, Dear Rebecca, Winter is Here by Jean Craighead George. Thanks for joining me. Have a nice day.